This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Novelo for EA Sports. We will be calling all the action for today's event.
Rich, I'm armed and ready. Are you?
I am. Battle gear on. Let's get it going.
Oh, this is straight at it.
It is a really good line. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
So a tester from 4 feet. 1 under early in the round. Frank should be feeling good after that birdie.
Obviously knows that the game is now in good shape. Let's see if he can add to that.
This is a good-looking shot. So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. And with that, 1 under par. Oh my goodness, Frank, I have never seen anything quite like this. What in the world's going on?
That's a destroyer, and it's off course, and it's heading straight for the island.
Look out!
Well, we're going to have to send in backup now, Rich. We'll need a drone just to try and find out the exact yardage because that ship now has blocked the view.
Talk about a tough defense set up around a green. This is unlike anything I've ever seen. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in, and he's made the green. Nice par to remain 1 under. Now to the next hole. This one is a long shot. Needs the heavy artillery on this.
We've got to go over the solar panels and the radio tower. Yeah, this is the longest par 3 so far on the golf course. Beach between the radar tower and the green. Trees adorn this as well. You're a little too long, you'll be surfing.
Collects another birdie with that stroke and goes to 2 under. This is the par 3 fifth, Frank. This one goes back towards that destroyer, which came out of nowhere just a few holes ago. Glad we didn't pick that tower.
Well, anything to the right, and you'll definitely be swimming. Actually, we'd have to bring in the Navy SEALs probably to get it up and down from there.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Now up to the 6th tee. We're back against that destroyer. Frank, you need to take it over that small island?
Yeah, once again, you're going to have to pick a very good target in the distance. Now, we know the shared greens at St. Andrews. Well, this is actually a shared green just cut by that little sand path that goes through the middle. This green is shared with the 8th, but still, this is a long par 3, and for some people out there, it'll be a case of ready, aim, and driver.
He's made it. Frank, I don't know if it's legal, but a player might want to get a detailed map from high overhead, maybe from a bomber squadron flying by, just to get an idea of what they're navigating on this hole.
Well, if you can't call one in, you can always go up one of those lookout towers and maybe get a good surveillance of the hole, or even the wind direction. It's not overly long, just under 160 yards. Green sets up nicely, though, directly aiming at the player at the tee.
Starting to feel it now, 3 under. Partner, look at that. Left here at the 8th hole. You and I could shoot a little hoop. You want to play a little donkey?
Yeah, it's very observant of you, Rich. Also, the barracks just up ahead that protect the left side of this green. So there's a lot of visual intimidation on this par 3. Follow the sandy trail, and there's green at the end.
Well, that is unfortunate, Frank. This could be a disaster if he's not able to get this out. Did the job right there. Frank, it's been a real battle out here so far on the front 9. Let's finish it off in style here.
There's a great view just slightly right of the 9th green. Look out. Now, that's full of people. You might get the appropriate applause, maybe even a standing ovation, at least a salute. 150 yards approximately to that flag, but you have to be precise. And let's see how precise you can be.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Makes birdie, continuing to amaze on the greens, Frank.
Putted well all day, Rich. Had a couple of good holes early on and just, I think, found the groove. It's taken it to another level.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Sinks it.
Unbelievable.
The 11th hole here at Paracel Storm in the South China Sea. What a day it's been playing through these wrecked battleships with all of the obstacles out there. You see the windmills, and now just a short shot, Frank. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. In there close, about 8 feet from the cup. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
Well, this is impressive now. 6 under par and 2 straight birdies. Frank, the 12th hole here at Paracel Storm, 241 yards, island green. I can't think of a harder par 3 in the world.
This hole, you really have to be wary on the direction of the wind, because if it's coming off the island, then it's going to blow it towards the water. It's going to make this tee shot so much more difficult. Conversely, if you get a little sea breeze, it's going to help. It's going to hold it up there and make this whole play that little bit easier.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Well, it was bound to come to an end at some point. Drops just 1 shot after that terrific stretch of birdies.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. And he's made it onto the green now. Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, now at the 14th, and really a simple objective here.
It looks like an old sand dune where they've just put a green on top. Rather benign. It might just sneak up on you, though. It really just looks like green and beaches with a few palm trees behind, but beware.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. And getting ready for the putt. Good work right there, now to 6 under. Frank, in any war zone, the element of surprise is always so critical, and we see that here at the 15th.
Yeah, this green is fortified by the jungle that surrounds it, and just a little feature that you often don't see on a golf course. It's not a bunker in the middle of that green, just a mini forest.
Just a little short shot here. Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
16th hole now, Frank, here at Paracel Storm. 153 yards, little breeze here. This might be time for a nice low tracer.
Yeah, if you're running out of gas, you can always use the solar panels just to recharge. Green perched out, boulders to the right, beach to the right. In the bridge, well, you can always walk the plank later. Let's get this one safely on deck.
I mean, this is just an incredible round of golf. That is an 8th birdie on the card. 17th hole now at Paracel Storm, and Frank, as we come toward the end of this round, you really want to salute the caddies as well as the players.
That's right. They've gone out there with meal packs today and canteens to make sure that there's the right amount of sustenance. But if you're looking for victory, then a strong finish is needed. Good chance for a birdie here at 17. You've got to traverse, obviously, the water there, and without the help of the Navy today, this is going to have to come in nice and high and soft, a little bit like a paratrooper coming in down there to avoid all those trees and palm trees that protect the front and the right side of this par 3.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Let's see if he can make it 3 in a row.
He can't be that good.
Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf